Hi everyone, J7409 here with you, and we're going to check out the watches and warnings that are going on throughout the United States. Let's first start off right in this area for some severe thunderstorms and the possibility of maybe some tornadoes popping up over here in the northern Louisiana and eastern Texas, Shreveport area, right all around in this area. But before we get there, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, check off the email notifications. And for everyone who has checked off the email notifications, if you are not getting a notice about videos when I put them out, please check it over again. Maybe go and do the whole thing over to make sure you get the latest in weather news, okay? Because YouTube's changing over to a totally new format the first of the year, and I just don't think all of you are getting your notices. Thanks a lot for doing that. Now for the area down south for the severe weather today. You can see it's mainly from this afternoon through late tonight, and then it'll move on. Now, you do have a chance of maybe some $half to golf ball size hail in some of these storms, and 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. And as you can see, this is an enhanced threat where it's orange. This is most likely where it should break out. You have a slight chance where it's yellow and a marginal chance where it's green. This is mainly the area like Texarkana, El Dorado, Ruston, Monroe, Shreveport, Longview, Tyler, up in these areas. And you can see the highways that it will affect also. Highway 20, 49, 30. If you're traveling along these areas, mainly from this afternoon through late tonight, that is when you will have the chance of severe thunderstorms, and don't rule out the possibility of a tornado happening. So that's what this area is looking like as of now. Now, wherever you see this dark, all up in here, we got some going up in this area also, all the way up to North Dakota. Few patches over here in Montana, also Washington State. This is air stagnation advisories. That's what all of the dark grayish looking areas are. Air stagnation advisories. Now, I'm going to get to all of the snow, but we're going to start with the biggest chance of where it's really going to be the worst, and that right now is looking like central Nebraska area. So let's go check out and see what's in store for you guys. You are under a winter storm warning from 6 p.m. CST or 5 p.m. MST this evening to 6 p.m. CST or 5 p.m. MST Sunday. You are under the gun from this afternoon all the way through Sunday afternoon, where portions of north central and west central Nebraska. Heavy snows expected, my friends. Total snow accumulations of 10 to 16 inches. And on top of that, you're going to have some ice accumulations of around 1/10 of an inch, and the winds are going to gust up to around 30 miles per hour. Of course, travel is going to be difficult to impossible in some places with the patchy blowing snow. It could significantly reduce your visibility and cause whiteouts. This, once again, is from this afternoon until Sunday afternoon for portions of north central and west central Nebraska. Everybody in South Dakota, look out. Snowstorm tonight through Sunday. Heavy snow likely. The highest amounts from the Black Hills into south central South Dakota. Impacts. Travel will be difficult with slippery roads and reduced visibility Saturday into Sunday morning. And they're advising you may need to delay or cancel travel. Would you look at this? My goodness, over here in winter, 12 to 18 inches. That goes up to the White River area. Valentine, 12 to 18 inches. Moving along to Martin, 8 to 12. Pine Ridge, 8 to 12. Hot Springs 6 to 8, Rapid City 68. You get the gist of what's happening. All the way over to Wright and Gillette with 4 to 6, Lusk 6 to 8. Now when you get to Douglas, that's 3 to 4. Over in Perry, Faith, Bison, Buffalo's 4 to 6. Bison's 3 to 4, Faith 4 to 6. You see what's going on. Please be aware and please, please be careful. Now let's move over somewhere. We're just in this area right over here. Now let's move over some to the southeastern sections of South Dakota, southwestern Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. Now, for those areas that I just said, they've got all the maps together. They will not separate or get bigger, but this is what it's looking like. You have your winter weather advisory over here. Winter storm warning. Okay, this goes down to Burnwell all the way up to Chamberlain, Mitchell. Winter storm watch from Marshall to Fort Dodge and south of there. That's what it's looking like. And a winter storm should begin after midnight tonight and last through Sunday for all of you guys. Wintry mix creating ice late Friday night, tonight, and tomorrow morning with the heaviest snowfall midday tomorrow through Saturday night. Now, decreasing light snow should occur come up Sunday. Your winds are going to blow 20 to 35 miles per hour, causing blowing snow. And there's a little bit of uncertainty in the watch area. Still a question as to how much snow versus ice that you may get. So far as snow accumulations on this map, I apologize, it will not get bigger, but the highest amounts are over here at Gregory. Everywhere the orange is, Gregory, that's 12 to 18 inches. O'Neill, 12 to 18 inches. Bassett, 12 to 18. Bartlett, 8 to 12. My goodness gracious. Then it starts to slack off a little when you get to Norfolk. That's 6 to 8. Yadkin, that's 8 to 12. As we keep moving a little over, we get to Lamar's. That's 6 to 8. Sheldon, 6 to 8. Spencer, 6 to 8. All of this is 68 in this area right here, 6 to 8 inches of snow. This is ice accumulation here where it's a little darker. That's 0.10 chance of the ice collecting from this area here. The lighter shade of yellow is just 0.01. Now as we come down south just a little to northwestern Kansas and east central Colorado and the Goodland area, you guys are going to get it too. You're under a winter storm warning in effect from 9 p.m. this evening to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time Sunday. Heavy mixed precipitations expected. Total snow accumulations of 5 to 9 inches and some ice accumulations of light glazes expected. Where? Dawson, Gosper, Phelps, Kearney, and Adams counties. Once again, this is from 9 p.m. this evening to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time Sunday. So you know the roads are going to be slippery, patchy, blowing snow. It's going to be a mess. Be careful. Now for you guys up in this area of Minnesota, like southern Minnesota right up in here, and for parts of Wisconsin, southeastern Minnesota, and northeast Iowa, all around in these areas here, let's check it out. Now, you guys have a winter storm watch. It's in effect from tomorrow morning through Sunday morning. You're going to get a mix of freezing rain and snow tomorrow morning, Saturday morning becoming all snow by tomorrow afternoon into Sunday morning. Total snow accumulations up to 7 inches and ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch is possible. And this is along and south of a line from Marshall to St. Peter to Red Wing, and it should occur Saturday morning through Sunday morning. The travel could be very difficult, especially along Interstate 90 and along Interstate 35 between the Twin Cities and the Iowa border. Patchy blowing snow could significantly reduce the visibility, the blowing snow. So please be careful if you're in those areas or traveling on those interstates. Now, you guys like in the central Pennsylvania area, all up and down in here, you guys can have slippery conditions and possibly some ice forming up until around 1 p.m. this afternoon, Friday afternoon. It's just going to make the roads a mess in those areas, so be aware of that if you're out and about. Now, for everybody up in this area from south central New York and northeastern Pennsylvania, you are under a hazardous weather outlook, and it's mainly for central New York. Now, today and tonight, a period of light snow, possibly mixed with light rain today, but starting tomorrow all the way through Thursday, a period of steady rain will develop later tomorrow, Saturday into Saturday night. The rain could start off as a mix of snow and sleet Saturday evening. Now, warming temperatures and additional rainfall combined with the melting snow could also lead to some minor poor drainage flooding issues over the weekend. Significant rises are expected on area rivers and streams, but flooding is not expected on the main stem rivers at this time. So that's some good news for you guys. Now, what's happening around in here in southwestern Ohio and northern Kentucky? Let's check it out and see what's happening for you guys. You guys in these areas, you have a hazardous weather outlook and a special weather statement. This, where it's dark, was really earlier in the morning here, and where it's green kind of looking for freezing fog. Other than that, this is a chance of rain for your hazardous weather outlook all up in these areas, even the different colored ones, that may cause some flooding. It may not. It's just all depending on how this system moves, okay? That's the gist of it. This is more or less like they're putting it out in case it does occur. Now, I really hope that none of my trucker friends have to go over in this area right over in here, western Texas and southeastern New Mexico, because the wind is going to blow. Okay, now this is for today through Saturday morning. The Guadalupe Mountains and Van Horn Highway 54 corridor. West winds 40 to 60 miles per hour, gusts 65 miles per hour, Van Horn Highway 54 corridor. And get this, gust of 85 miles per hour in the Guadalupe Mountains. Now, this wind advisory this afternoon for a significant portion of West Texas. West winds 30 to 40 miles per hour with gusts of 50, areas of blowing dust. The dust is going to make it virtually impossible to see. Be careful. This is even impacting severe aircraft turbulence possible. Now, motorists driving high-profile vehicles such as campers, vans, and tractor-trailers should exercise extreme caution, and this high wind warning is today through tomorrow morning. Now, this is a coast-to-coast storm, folks. Okay, I'm going to get over to Utah in just a moment, but whatever you see in Utah, that's what you can expect for southeastern Idaho, too. Up in southeastern Montana, it's looking like when we get to the northeastern section of Montana, that's going to be the hardest hit area of the state, so let's go check it out. This is a winter storm warning. It's in effect from 11 p.m. this evening to 5 a.m. Sunday, Mountain Standard Time. Heavy snow is expected. Total snow accumulations of 6 to 8 inches with localized amounts of 11 inches are expected. And now this should happen generally west of Highway 24 from 11 p.m. this evening to 5 a.m. Sunday. You know your travel is going to be a little difficult, so go ahead and plan on having to have some time ahead of you if you're traveling in this area. Now, over in Utah, you guys are going to have some snow, but the highest amounts are in the mountain areas, okay? like 5 to 6,000 foot range. That's the highest amounts. Now, periods of precipitation, heavy at times, is going to continue across Utah and southwest Wyoming through tonight before it tapers off tomorrow morning. Now, all Utah mountain ranges will see accumulating road snow, like I was telling you. Some places 8 to 12 inches. Now, slushy roads may develop in some northern Utah valleys for this evening's commute. Now, I know this map is small. I apologize for that. But up in this area right in here, that's the 8 to 12 inches area. Okay. Salt Lake City's looking like 2 to 3 inches. 2 to 3 inches. Bingham City, 3 to 4 inches. Logan, 4 to 6. Randolph, 2 to 3. This is like 1 to 2 over in this area. Minimal amounts as we go down. 2 to 3, 1 and 1 to 2. Not bad at all. So that's what Utah's looking like. Now, for everyone over in these areas here, Southwest Oregon and Northern California and down to North Central California, you guys can expect 3 to 6 inches of snow. Now, this should happen from 4 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time, until 4 p.m. tomorrow morning. Okay? Now, when you get up in the mountainous ranges in Southwest Oregon and Northern California, some of you guys can see up to 12 inches of snow during this time period. Now, as we move over here to this little section of southeastern Idaho, 3 to 6 inches of snow. I think it's more or less going to be 2 to 6, not 3 to 6. But we'll see. That's like down in the valleys. If you get up to the mountain peaks, 9 to a foot. That's what you can expect. So that's a check of what's going on with the watches and warnings. This is just a flood watch and advisory area where this green is, also right up in here. Once again, all of this dark is stagnated air advisories. Other than that, that's what it's looking like. And Florida Panhandle, at some point tomorrow or Sunday, be on the outlook for some severe storms maybe popping up along the Florida Panhandle. That's exactly what it's looking like, my friends. I've got things popping up. I'm sorry. That's exactly what it's looking like for everybody in the U.S. over the weekend period. Stay safe if you're in any of these bad storm areas going on. And know I think and care and love each and every one of you. Thank you for everything you do for me. I appreciate it so very much. Please be safe. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thanks for watching.